excited me about having my first child is me being able to share my love, you know. I was able to have my own.
My brother was ready to smoke somebody about this. No, because that's...
Ladies and gentlemen, the internet just exploded again. Late last night, a mysterious clip surfaced online that has the entire rap world in absolute disbelief. Kingvon's mom has allegedly leaked Lil Durk's private jail calls, and if what's being said in those recordings is even half true, it changes everything we thought we knew about their story. The woman who once said, "You lied to my son," now claims she has the proof. According to insiders, these calls reveal raw conversations between Lil Durk and his inner circle, moments where he allegedly breaks down, confesses and admits things no one ever expected to hear. Fans who've heard snippets are calling it the confession of the decade. Some say he's heard apologizing. Others claim he's naming names, talking about the night everything fell apart. But one thing's for sure, the tension just hit a boiling point. Social media's gone wild. Hashtags like Durk tape leak and Von Truth finally out are everywhere. Some fans are demanding justice, others are screaming. But one question's tearing through every timeline right now. Did Lil Durk finally admit the truth about Kingvon? And if he did, why is his own team trying to bury it? Stay locked in, because what you're about to hear will blow your mind. It started like any other rumor in the rap world. Late at night, buried deep in a Reddit thread nobody took seriously. A user posted, "Yo, someone just dropped audio from Lil Durk's jail calls." He said Von's name. Nobody believed it at first. Fans joked, called it fake, edited AI nonsense, clout chasing, until one small Chicago blog uploaded a 37-second snippet that changed everything. The audio was grainy, distant, but the voice was unmistakable. You could hear the tone, the same quiet rasp, the same pacing, and a single line that stopped the internet cold. I should have told him not to go that night. That's all it took. Within minutes, Twitter went into meltdown mode. Screenshots of the audio started flying everywhere. YouTubers jumped on live streams trying to decode it. TikTok creators played it frame by frame, and hashtags like Durk leak and Von call started trending worldwide. But the most shocking part wasn't the voice itself. It was who allegedly released it. Kingvon's mom. According to sources close to her, she had been sitting on those recordings for weeks, debating whether or not to make them public. She was scared, said one insider. Scared for her safety, scared for how it would look. But she was tired of people calling her a liar. The leak came just days after Durk's team dismissed her $8 million lawsuit as baseless. That rejection reportedly pushed her over the edge. They called her crazy, the insider continued. She wanted the world to hear that she wasn't. By dawn, blogs had already reposted the clip 1,000 times. Fans flooded her Facebook and Instagram with messages, some supportive, some furious. One comment read, "You just ended Durk's career." Another said, "You finally did what Von couldn't." The division was instant. The rap world had split in two. Those who believed the mother's pain, and those who called it manipulation. Lil Durk's lawyers moved fast. Within 12 hours, cease and desist orders were being drafted and sent to every page hosting the clip. One blog received a DM warning them to take that audio down before it becomes a federal problem. But once something hits the internet, it's unstoppable. The more Durk's team tried to silence it, the faster it spread. And when Tasha, Von's mom, went live that afternoon, everything changed again. Sitting in her living room, with Von's portrait behind her, she said, "I ain't trying to destroy nobody. But y'all said I was lying, so listen to him yourself." Her voice cracked, her hands shook, but her face stayed calm. She didn't play the call live. She didn't have to. Everyone had already heard it. What made the leak even crazier was what came after. A longer version surfaced, this time 2 minutes long, with a muffled second voice on the other line. People claimed it was one of Durk's OTF affiliates, maybe a manager, maybe a cousin. The man asked, "You think people still gon' believe you?" And Durk's voice replied, "They gon' believe what they wanna, but I know what's on my heart." Fans dissected every syllable like detectives. Was it regret? Confession? Manipulation? Nobody could tell, but everyone had an opinion. The chaos was uncontrollable. Commentators like DJ Academics, Say Cheese TV, and Candidly Cassie jumped in instantly. Cassie posted, "If this is real, it's over. Ain't no coming back from that." Say Cheese tweeted, "The streets talking louder than lawyers tonight." Even artists started chiming in. One Atlanta rapper wrote, "You can't delete what your own mouth said." Meanwhile, Durk's silence made it worse. He didn't deny it. He didn't confirm it. Nothing. His Instagram story stayed blank. His Twitter went dark. For a man who usually posted motivational quotes or lyrics every few hours, that silence felt like guilt to fans. People began uploading old clips of Durk talking about loyalty, brotherhood, and Von, playing them over the leaked audio. The contrast was haunting. Behind the scenes, OTF's camp was reportedly in panic mode. One of Durk's closest associates told a Chicago reporter off record, "That audio wasn't supposed to get out." There's more of it too, way more. He wasn't snitching, he was venting. But the timing makes it look like a confession. That's when the story shifted from gossip to war. Tasha didn't stop there. 2 days later, she uploaded a cryptic post that read, "They can delete links, but not the truth." That was it. No video, no caption. Fans immediately flooded the comments, begging her to release the full version. "Drop it all!" one user wrote. If he said it, let him own it. Others warned her, saying she was playing with fire. The next morning, she was trending again. This time because one of Von's cousins allegedly told a YouTube channel that she had 3 more calls, even worse than the first. The cousin said, "It's not just about guilt. It's what he said after. He talked about things only Von's people knew. People were losing their minds." Theories started flooding Reddit and X. Some said the calls were recorded before Durk's arrest. Others claimed they were newer, somehow recorded from his private facility line. Then came the most bizarre twist, an alleged insider claiming that a female employee from the jail leaked them for cash. That rumor alone reignited every conspiracy about labels, loyalty, and revenge. As the dust settled that week, one thing was clear: the damage was done. The image of Lil Durk, the loyal friend who mourned Von publicly, was now clouded by doubt. The man who said "twin forever" in interviews was now the voice behind a phone call that sounded like remorse. And no matter how many takedown notices his team sent, the world had already heard it. And more importantly, they believed it. The question was no longer whether the audio was real. The question was, what was he admitting to? By the next morning, the leak wasn't just a clip. It had turned into a full-blown movement. Every platform, every podcast, and every gossip page was running one headline. Lil Durk's jail calls confirm everything Kingvon's mom claimed. The streets were buzzing louder than any press release could control. Fans began digging into every detail, analyzing not just what was said, but how it was said. TikTok sleuths started lip-reading old interviews of Lil Durk, comparing his tone in the leaked call to how he spoke when Kingvon was alive. The internet became an investigation board. People were connecting dots, stringing together timelines, voice frequencies, emotional pauses. One viral video slowed the audio down and claimed you could hear Durk whisper, "I failed him." That single phrase hit millions of views in under an hour. Meanwhile, Tasha, Von's mom, wasn't hiding. She went live again, calmer this time, like someone who had already won the war. "They said I was lying," she said quietly, looking straight into the camera. But now the truth is talking for itself. Her phone kept buzzing from incoming messages, comments flying faster than she could read them. "I ain't gonna say too much," she added, "because the rest y'all about to hear soon." That sentence made the internet freeze. The rest. People started assuming there were more calls, longer ones, worse ones, maybe even full conversations that would destroy what was left of Durk's image. Every gossip site went into overdrive. YouTubers set countdown timers for when they thought the next call might drop. Hashtags like "the second tape" and "Von calls uncut" trended all day. Inside OTF, panic reportedly turned into chaos. An anonymous source told Say Cheese TV, "Everybody pointing fingers at everybody. They trying to find who leaked that call." Some suspected it was someone inside Durk's camp, someone with access to his legal files or old recordings. Others believed it was an inside job at the jail, a guard, a clerk, someone who got paid off. Whatever the truth was, the damage couldn't be undone. Lil Durk's team finally broke silence through a statement posted on his label's account. It read, "The recently leaked audio circulating online is fabricated, manipulated, and being used maliciously to damage Mr. Banks's reputation. Legal action is underway," but the internet didn't buy it. Fans replied with screenshots of sound wave comparisons, claiming the voice matched perfectly. Some even tagged voice analysis experts to prove it was real. The harder the label denied it, the more convinced people became. One user wrote, "If it was fake, they'd post the real one." Another said, "You can't lawyer your way out of emotion." That was him. Then came the next twist. A blogger claimed she had heard the full uncut version of the call. During a live stream, she said, "There's a part they didn't post where Durk gets emotional. You can hear him say, 'I tried to make it right with his people, but they turned on me.'" The clip of her saying that went viral on Twitter, sparking new arguments. Some fans took it as confirmation that Durk felt guilty about Von's death and the tension that followed. Others saw it as pure manipulation. "Everybody grieves differently," one commenter wrote. "He ain't confessing to nothing." But the louder people defended him, the more emotional the opposition got. One post from Tasha's cousin summed up the mood perfectly. "Ain't nobody said he pulled the trigger? We just saying he knew what was coming." By now, the media had jumped in. Complex, XXL, even mainstream outlets like Rolling Stone were covering the story. Headlines read, "Leaked audio may complicate Lil Durk's legal troubles." The more attention it got, the deeper the divide became. Then, as if things weren't bad enough, another voice message surfaced, this time only a few seconds long but chilling. The man on the phone, sounding like Durk, said, "Tell her I wish I could have said sorry sooner." The clip ended there. Fans dubbed it the apology call. Whether it was real or fake, it added gasoline to an already blazing fire. By the evening, Tasha's attorney released a brief statement saying they were reviewing the new evidence. That word, evidence, made everyone lose their minds. Twitter timelines turned into virtual courtrooms. YouTubers uploaded full analysis videos with titles like "Proof Lil Durk Admitted Guilt" and "The Call That Ends OTF." At the same time, rumors started swirling that Durk had broken down during a private phone call with one of his managers. A supposed insider told Candidly Cassie, "He ain't mad no more. He just hurt. He said he wished he could talk to her one-on-one." Cassie's video hit 1 million views overnight, and people started speculating that a reconciliation might happen. But that hope didn't last long, because less than 24 hours later, a burner account posted something that flipped the whole story upside down, an alleged text thread between Durk and Von's old engineer. In it, the engineer warned him months ago about the family getting suspicious. The messages looked real, complete with timestamps and emojis. One line read, "Just make sure none of that jail convo gets out." That line shattered the internet all over again. Fans screamed, "So he knew there were calls worth hiding?" One tweet read, "He said the quiet part out loud." By midnight, chaos reigned. Lives were going up every 10 minutes. Artists were unfollowing each other. Rappers were posting cryptic quotes about loyalty and betrayal. Tasha, however, stayed silent. No posts, no stories. Just a quiet profile photo, Von smiling in his signature hoodie. And that silence made everyone even more nervous. Because when she finally spoke again, it wasn't through a live stream or a caption. It was through a single audio clip titled, "For the Record." The audio clip dropped out of nowhere. No announcement, no countdown, no caption, just a 2-minute file titled, "For the Record," uploaded to a private account that fans immediately traced back to Kingvon's mom. Within 5 minutes, it was everywhere. It began with a shaky breath, then Tasha's voice. "They can say I edited it. They can say it's fake. But deep down, they know what they heard." A pause. You could hear the faint hum of traffic outside, maybe even a phone buzzing in the distance. Then she said it, the line that stopped the world. That man told the truth when he thought nobody was listening. Right after that, a faint echo of the now famous voice came through. Lil Durk's, muffled but clear. "I tried to fix it, but it was too late." The clip ended right there. No music, no fade out, just silence. The reaction was instant. Fans went into meltdown. Within an hour, for the record was trending globally. People started posting slow-motion edits, subtitles, even reaction videos of themselves crying or screaming. One fan tweet read, "This is not just a leak, it's a legacy being rewritten in real time." Another said, "If this doesn't break your heart, you never loved Von." The industry went into chaos. Rappers who'd stayed quiet before started choosing sides. One Chicago artist wrote, "The truth always comes out, even behind walls." Another replied, "Be careful what y'all believe. The internet ain't the courtroom." But by then, nobody cared about courts. Emotion had already decided the verdict. Lil Durk's camp finally released a statement the next morning, a short, tired message on Instagram. "Some things can't be undone. I'll let God handle the rest." No denial, no anger, just resignation. That one post gathered over 3 million likes and an endless stream of comments, some forgiving, some furious. "You finally said something real," one user wrote. Another fired back, "Too little, too late." Meanwhile, Tasha held her ground. She refused interviews, ignored brand offers, and stopped responding to reporters. All she posted was a picture of her son, captioned, "He ain't gone. He just finally got heard." The photo hit 1 million likes in hours. Even people who weren't fans of either artist shared it, saying it felt bigger than music now. Then the legal world stepped in. Reports surfaced that Empire Records had opened an internal investigation into who leaked the calls. Lawyers whispered that if the recordings were real, they could change not just Durk's case, but the entire structure of Von's estate rights. The stakes had never been higher. Behind closed doors, whispers said Durk and Tasha had finally spoken, not through the internet, not through lawyers, but on a private call arranged by mutual friends. No one knows what was said, but a source close to the family claimed they both cried. She said she wanted peace, not payback. That detail alone softened the storm. For the first time in weeks, timelines began to quiet. People stopped posting new theories and started reflecting on how the feud had turned grief into spectacle. One fan tweeted, "This whole thing just shows how pain gets turned into content. Rep Von." Another wrote, "They both hurt. Let them heal." But even as the dust settled, one final twist dropped that nobody expected. Late one night, a hacker page claimed to have access to the full 10-minute recording, the uncut version of the jail calls. They posted, "You've only heard 30%. The rest explains everything." The internet lost its mind again. Was there more? Was this just the beginning of another storm? Tasha didn't respond. Neither did Durk. For once, both sides stayed silent. And that silence spoke louder than any words could. Because by then, everyone had realized the truth wasn't just about a call. It was about pain, love, guilt, and legacy. The leaked calls had turned into a mirror for the entire rap world, showing how fame, brotherhood, and betrayal can twist into something that no one can control. No matter how much money or power you have, grief doesn't care. It finds you. And as fans replayed those 2 minutes over and over again, trying to decide what to believe, one thing became clear. There are some stories that never really end. They just change hands, whispering from voice to voice, until all that's left is emotion. This one started with loyalty. It ended with a loss. But somewhere in between, it reminded everyone that even in silence, the truth has a sound. And that's where this story leaves us, in silence, with more questions than answers. The internet heard the calls, the fans made their judgment, and now both sides are living with the echoes. Was it a confession or just a moment of regret? Did Kingvon's mom finally give the world the truth, or did the world twist her pain into a spectacle? What do you believe happened behind those calls? Drop your thoughts below. Tell us whose side you're on, or if maybe deep down, both sides were just broken people trying to protect what they loved. If you made it this far, hit that like button right now and smash subscribe, because this story isn't over. More leaks, more reactions, more truths are coming, and you don't want to miss a single update. Turn on notifications so you'll be the first to know when the next part drops, because what's about to unfold next could change everything. This is Spillora, where the streets talk. The drama bleeds, and the truth never sleeps. And the truth never sleeps.